Hi there, I'm Judy Godec. Have you ever noticed how some people's skin just radiates good health and light? And you keep going to the store and putting more product on your face and you're not getting there and you're wondering why? That's not fair. Well, in my years of teaching skincare, I've discovered some pretty surprising stuff, and that is that from the time we were young, we learned a couple of things about washing our face, and we really didn't go beyond the buff puff our mom gave us or the washcloth and soap. And there are some basic details underlying a healthy skincare regimen that even a lot of estheticians I've taught classes to don't quite know. So that's what I'm here to help you with. Give you 6 basic steps that you can take to have obviously, noticeably healthier, happier skin. So let's get started. Now, I'm going to be teaching a skincare course, and there are going to be a lot of details in there about external factors and diet, nutrition, sun exposure, stuff like that. That's all really important to healthy skin. But what we're going to focus on in these little snippets of videos is some basic stuff that you will maybe be surprised that you're not doing that will help you a lot. So the first thing I want to do is discuss a little bit about exfoliation. So there are 6 steps. Exfoliation is one. The first step is washing, toning, hydrating, moisturizing, exfoliation, and then special treatments. The reason I want to start with exfoliation is because it's a chronic problem for women with mature skin. And the reason it's a problem, a bigger problem for us than even for younger folks, is that our circulation slows down and the cell turnover is actually reduced and inhibited by our age, and also the breakdown of collagen and elastin in our skin. So if you think about your skin as having, it has a couple of layers, but let's talk about the dermis, which is the layer underlying the outside that we can see. It holds the blood vessels, among other things. And then on top of that is the epidermis. And then there's a thin layer of what's called the stratum corneum, which is the dead skin layer that is a protective barrier to the outside world. We need it. However, we don't need a very thick layer of it, and our skin thickens over time. So exfoliating, not only does it make our skin look healthier and more glowing and all that, we need that, we want that. That's actually the primary reason people exfoliate. However, there are a couple of other more important aspects of exfoliation, including opening up the skin to be more, to allow bioavailable products to be absorbed. Also to improve turnover of skin cells so that new fresh skin cells are created. And of course the obvious clearing of the skin so that we don't have clogged pores and what looks like enlarged pores a lot of women are asking me about these days. So what is exfoliation? It's removal of the dead skin cells. We can do it through chemical means, vitamin A, fruit enzymes, glycolic acid and other acids, and also laser peels and things like that at the dermatologist's office. We can also accomplish them mechanically, scrub, or microdermabrasion, for example. Now let's just talk a little bit about scrubbing. Don't do it, please. Oh my gosh. It's the worst thing we can do for the skin. Remember how we talked about the dermis and the epidermis? So what's holding that together are these proteins called collagen and elastin. And once they break down, it's really hard, if not impossible, to renew those. So please, stop scrubbing. I know it seems like the easy thing to do, and you know, everything in moderation. I have to admit, I scrub sometimes, but I wish I didn't. It's a bad habit, stop. But you can do mechanical exfoliation. It just should be done in very tiny areas. So if you look at yourself in the mirror and you see that your skin is moving around as you're washing it, That's what we want to avoid. I personally am a fan of the chemical exfoliation, and so it's a personal thing. You might want to go to the dermatologist's office and just get it all, lasered off, and then you're going to have a big old puffy red face for a week. But after that, you're probably going to be pretty happy. Or you might be the kind of person who wants to start gently. Now, in the regimens that I teach people, of course, I'm not sending them to the dermatologist. I'm helping them figure this out and establish a regimen on their own. So what I recommend is starting with something very gentle, like a fruit enzyme peel. You can either buy something all put together at the store, or you can simply go to Vitamin Cottage and pick up papain or bromelain. The thing to look for when you're buying the fruit enzyme capsules is 300 GDUs or less, and that's just the concentration so that you don't burn yourself. It's really important to be careful when you're exfoliating, especially if you're experimenting on your own. You can create inflammation in the skin that actually is harmful to it. So should you exfoliate? Probably. How often should you exfoliate? It depends on the method you're using. If you're using something stronger that's actually possibly irritating to the skin, obviously you want to go slowly. And a slight irritation is one thing, but we don't want to create an inflammatory response in the skin because that's counterproductive. So I say if you're starting with the fruit enzyme, which is what I recommend, 2 to 3 times a week to begin with until you start to notice a change, and then you can cut back. So there's no one right answer to which type of exfoliation to use. It really is a personal decision, and it depends on your constitution. So experiment a little. These are not expensive products. You can buy the raw materials at the store. You don't have to buy anything that's prepackaged. And how do you know you're doing it right? Well, your skin will start to glow. It won't grow. Well, it will grow too, but oh my gosh. So how do you know you're doing it right? Your skin will glow, and it won't be red or irritated, but it will have a sheen, a luminosity to it that you'll notice a difference. So exfoliating, very important. Give it a shot. Tell me how you do. I think you'll find that with proper exfoliation, your skin will change pretty dramatically and pretty quickly. In future videos, we'll talk about some of the other 6 pieces of the skincare regimen that are simple but super effective. And so enjoy, have fun, enjoy yourself. That's the main thing. Enjoy yourself, have a good time, take care of yourself, nourish yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye.